paid.
Bishop draws the foul on the floor. Our officials today, John Higgins, Kip Kissinger, and Doug Shows. That was Higgins that made the call there.
Nice little blow-by the big guy. They can play small with him in open middle, a lot of ability to drive and kick.
Travis Steele, head coach at Xavier, third season leading the Musketeers. Ryan Kalkbrenner into the lineup for Coach McDermott. He gets it inside. He's a freshman out of St. Louis. He's got touch but can't finish with the left hand here.
He is really a terrific looking prospect as well. The two freshmen in the hole, really solid.
Step back for Scruggs. Why not?
He possesses all the shots. Three, middle, and at the rim.
And he gets it done at both ends of the floor. Also a great defender who can turn over his opponent. Here's Ballock, fellow senior, off the front iron, and Scruggs has the rebound.
You mentioned Scruggs. He can turn you over. A little over 2 steals a game.
And evidently, he can shoot it from deep, Coach.
He can provide a lift. Great leadership. They are a confident team.
Played his high school basketball in Indianapolis at Southport. Here's Mahoney, finding room to operate on the baseline.
Yeah, that's what they all can do. They can beat you deep and put it on the deck.
You mentioned it. Interchangeable parts for both these teams make them so fun to watch offensively. They shoot it, they handle it, they pass it. Johnson, another three from deep.
That is just unbelievable, the year he's having. Almost 60% from 3.
He's got to be over 60 now because he's 2 for 2 today.
Math was never my strong suit.
Zagorowski.
Look.
Ballock, the second chance. He'll trigger one.
He's such an unselfish player. He passes up a lot of shots.
Been a bit of a struggle early for Creighton from the field. 1 for 6 from three-point range, 2 for 10 overall. 10-point early advantage for Xavier.
Yeah, Johnson's got a few inches on Zagorowski, too. He can get shots off. Nice look.
Yeah, it's Jones to Carter, freshman to senior. And Greg McDermott says, I need a timeout. Xavier is rolling undefeated into the top 25 and leading by a dozen on the road. Thanks to this guy, the reigning Big East Player of the Week. Scruggs getting it done. Mahoney had an answer for the Bluejays. I'm Adam Alexander. Xavier trying to stay undefeated on the road and getting it done early.
Because big thing with both of these teams, who's going to guard better? Be solid, get back, identify. Very explosive offensive teams.
Everybody involves analytics these days in their approach, and I was talking to Travis Steele, the head coach at Xavier. He said, we get 3 consecutive stops. We call that a kill. That's hard to do against Creighton, but so far they have executed at the defensive end quite well.
And of course, Trismack started that philosophy.
A couple of new faces in the lineup for Xavier. Stanley and Griffin as Kalkbrenner gets free inside and has a dunk.
And Kalkbrenner with a nice slip, but they learn quickly out there. Bishop terrific in that phase of the game. A lot of empty side ball screens.
Kunkel trying to pick up where he left off. He's the man that knocked down the game winner on Sunday for Xavier. Unable to find the bottom here. Ballock cannot hit either.
Well, they really do a great job getting free, though. Now, Kunkel saves it for the end of the game, Adam.
That's right. We're not down to 30 seconds to play. Off the window. Johnson getting it done inside and outside the arc.
Well, the scouting reporters make him put it on the deck. So much for that.
Zagorowski trying to get it going. Blocked, but a foul.
Well, that's what he's got to get going. He struggled a little bit. Cole from UConn guarded him very well. So get to the free throw line, attack the 10. Little blow by and coordinated D. Nice job by Griffin helping out.
Griffin, the transfer from Mercy College, led Division II in rebounding a year ago. A step up in competition, but he's answered the bell. And Zagorowski knocks down the free throw, his first point of the day.
And they will play Fremantle and Griffin together on occasion. That'd be a pretty devastating front line.
Zagorowski comes in averaging 14.3 a game. Did not shoot the ball well Sunday at UConn.
What a Sunday in the Big East, huh? A couple overtimes and a buzzer beater late.
Look at that movement offensively.
They do a great job creating little post screens and rubs.
Kunkel off the shot fake. He's 1 for 2.
They do a great job, too. Villanova's known for that, but it's contagious in this league.
Nice pass out front. That was the sophomore Kiki Tandy who's in the ball game for Travis Steele. Jefferson driving and drawing the foul. That'll be the first on Ben Stanley.
Tandy, one of those kids, a little pull-up game. Pushes the ball, has got a floater. And just look at this pump. You bite, you pay dearly.
Mentioned he transferred from Belmont. He was quite a player for them in the Ohio Valley Conference. NCAA experience and showing he can get it done at both ends of the floor. The steal, and he left it for Stanley, who couldn't come up with it in transition, but it will stay with the Musketeers.
Not a good post pass. O'Connell posting up, and Kunkel with a great read. Looks like he's ambling a little bit.
I don't know if he's banged up or that's just that swagger when you're coming off a game winner, you know?
Oh, I'm sure he's had people on the phone with him.
Antoine Jones in the lineup. Got the rebound there. Transferred from Memphis, his first full year of eligibility. Sharif Mitchell, the sophomore guard, leaving it for Kalkbrenner, who couldn't finish.
An early drag screen, very tough to handle. Good show.
Kunkel not afraid. 1 for 3, and he will fire it from anywhere.
No, you might say he doesn't have a conscience, but why not when you got a stroke like that?
And when your team is ahead 22-9 on the road, you're back in the top 25, you're undefeated, you got a little rope to play with, right?
Another couple of misses, he'll get the yank, I'm sure.
Mention Alex O'Connell on the floor for Creighton. The Duke transfer has it here. Just found out he was eligible, and so you got to figure out how to manage minutes if you're Coach Greg McDermott.
He was on the scout team, too.
Missed the floater on the baseline. Bishop couldn't get the offensive board. 13-point lead in the ball for Xavier. Griffin can't get it. Mitchell on the run. Euro step, left hand off the window for a deuce.
A little lingerie on the deck. Beautiful footwork.
I like Mitchell. Hometown kid, dad and grandfather, both outstanding players at the high school and college level. 1,700 fans here today and starting to make some noise. Creighton trying to get on a run, trailing by 11. Bishop had it blocked. And a great save by Jones.
Griffith with a nice play. Gave him that left side. You got to take Bishop's left away from him.
We've got the after 12 timeout. 11:05 to play. Some momentum for Creighton. They trail it by 11 at home. Glad you're with us on FS1. Creighton 22-11, and the main reason why they're dialed in from deep, Raph.
Oh, they are tough. It really stretch your defense, put demands on your helps ID, but you just cannot relax. You got to close out under control. Little pump fake, you bite. Ooh, little nylon by the little guy, the new hero in Cincy.
Adam Kunkel. And the Xavier Musketeers, 4 of 9 from three-point range in this one. And on the other side, Creighton just having a hard time putting at the basket on the season, shooting over 50%. But you saw it there, 25% today, 4 of 16 early.
And some good shots, too. Pin down, get Mahoney involved a little bit.
Jones knocks down a home run, his first of the day.
How about that? Here comes Antoine. Both teams very busy. Use screens well. How about that?
That's Kiki Tandy.
They thought a lot of him when he came in.
Bishop, the offensive board. Jones couldn't hit 2 in a row. Nice pass on the slip.
Look.
Been a lot of those for Creighton, just in and out.
The Bishop's so good at freeing himself.
That's the freshman Colby Jones, who lost it. But last touch by Creighton, it'll stay with Xavier.
It played such a fast pace, both of these clubs. The defense is lost, but these guys work at it, 2 head coaches.
Sophomore Fremantle back in.
Xavier really runs some nice stuff on their out of bounds. You got a lot of preparation.
Got a mismatch here. Mitchell guarding Fremantle. Mahoney trying to help down, and they force a turnover. Great effort by Mitchell.
Yeah, good job raking down, helping on this kid. He runs the floor. He's got a nice motor, good touch in the low post.
Second turnover today for Creighton.
One thing is you go around the league, there'll be more preparation.
Jones drive, jump stop, Bishop dunk.
A little step up defensively by Fremantle, and this little hide on the baseline.
Bishop leads the Big East at 72% from the field, and now you know why, because most are at point-blank range. His 16th dunk of the year. Tandy feeling it.
Well, they are deep. This team playing with confidence.
6 of 11 from three-point range today. Coming in, they had hit 32 threes in their last 2 games, and that's Denzel Mahoney for the Blue Jays.
Yeah, that's ball movement, stretch the D. You pay for overhelping.
Back down to a 9-point game, 28-19. Xavier on top.
Screen and the dribble exchange.
C.J. Wilshire in the lineup for the first time today. 0 for Xavier. Tandy can't hit his 3rd triple, and Fremantle over the back, going to get the personal foul. That will be his 2nd personal.
A little bit frustrated, but a great checkout.
You get the feeling that the momentum shifting a little bit. Creighton starting to get some opportunities, knocking down some shots. It's back to single digits. We'll see if they can close some more here before the after-8 timeout.
No, you were right, Adam. That timeout helped. A little dribble drive. Show those muscles there. Jones.
Antoine Jones comes in averaging 6.9. Off the bench today, a 3-pointer, and here the and one.
Yeah, 4 for 15 from 3, so putting it on the deck, taking advantage of his strength and speed. Pretty good finish.
You know, a couple of years ago, he was playing for Memphis. They came here to Omaha to play in the NIT, liked what he saw. 1 season later, enters the transfer portal, and now he's a Blue Jay. 6'6", out of Orlando, Florida, completes the 3-point play. He's got a half dozen. Creighton has scored 6 in a row, and they trail by 6.
Coaches are very pleasant with the visiting team anymore, you know, because you never know. One phone call away.
Scruggs and Johnson, 2 seniors that are great to have on the floor to settle things down. And an illegal screen going to be called against Jason Carter.
Yeah, Carter really a solid player, can make threes as well. Does a lot of things well. Terrific rebounder as well.
That's 6 fouls now in the opening half. Whistled against Xavier. The Blue Jays still clean in the foul column. Jones feeling it.
A long way to go with 8 minutes.
Mahoney following his shot and still can't knock it down.
He is a good offensive rebounder. You're the first to know your shot is off.
When he was at Southeast Missouri at SEMO, he was a 4-man, more of a wing, now playing kind of the 3 for Coach Greg McDermott here at Creighton after transferring to the Big East.
Nice cross.
The freshman Jones draws the foul.
Little blow by.
Kalkbrenner gets his first. 7:31 to play in the opening half. Xavier leading Creighton 28-22. But here come the Blue Jays. Jones, Bishop, Dunk, and Tandy had the answer at the other end. We got a good one going in Omaha. Phil, open the gifts, eat your lunch, and enjoy a little football on Fox.
And a little lemonade as well. As off air, we were just talking about no crowd whatsoever. There's no advantage. Like the old days, they would have had 18,000+ in that building.
CHI Health Center, one of the great venues in college basketball, right in downtown Omaha. You said it holds right near 18,000, 1,700 on hand today, roughly. They sold 10% of capacity. First time they've done that. Prior to today, it's just been friends and family. And watching the Blue Jays currently on a run, cutting it to 6. And at the line for Xavier, 0 for 1, Colby Jones, the 6'5 freshman from Birmingham, Alabama.
Creighton got back into it, a little dribble drive, much more active pursuing the rim.
Jones makes 1 of 2. That's his first point of the day.
Pretty good player, too. Handles, attacks the rim.
Out of the
2-1 to settle, slow them down a little bit.
I like that change out of the timeout. Little two-man game. Zagorowski, Kalkbrenner, nothing doing.
Zone look here. Little 2-3. You can flash the middle and get some things.
Shot clock to 5. They leave Jones open, and he connects.
Never leave the ball.
He's got 8 off the bench. Five-point game, 29-24. Xavier still on top. They've led throughout.
Nice help. I don't know about that one. Mahoney really in the right spot. Great scouting report, Reed.
First on Mahoney, second on Creighton. Only 8 fouls overall in this first half, and we've got under 7 minutes to play. It's been a clean ball game.
Sure has. A lot of rotations by both coaches deep in their bench.
Jones misses the turnaround. Excuse me, that was Johnson that missed inside.
He's probably too close to the rim, you know. He'd like to be a little distant. Strong.
Foul going to be whistled on Carter, and that will be his second. So the big guys for Xavier starting to have some issues. Fremantle has 2 on Carter. We'll keep an eye on that with 6:31 to play in the half, and that's now 7 on Xavier as a team. So going to the free throw line for the 1-and-1, Damian Jefferson.
And in a way, that's helped Creighton get back into this game. No Fremantle. Now Carter will probably get sub 4.
Jefferson missing the front end. You hate to leave those easy ones on the board when you're trailing at home. Here's Carter. Left it short. Johnson can't get the rebound. Put back, and Kalkbrenner able to clear for Creighton. Jones the drive, at it blocked. Off the window for Jones, the freshman.
A little kiss with a pirouette.
I thought he was supposed to be a defensive player. He's delivering at the offensive end. He's got 3 points. Travis Steele calls him the Swiss Army knife. It's the Jones and Jones show. This is Antoine from long range, his second triple of the day.
Boy, he's got a pull-up game. He can drive it now, ringing the bell deep.
Off the sidelines, he's got 9, 4 of 6 from the field. And a defensive turnover force for Creighton. It's a 1-point game.
Yeah, turnovers usually lead Bad shots, turnovers lead to open looks, and Bullock, one of those guys that can jack them up deep. Great feel. Get those puppies organized.
Xavier timeout. This was nice from Jones, but his team only up by 1 thanks to plays like this.
At Fisher Investments, we do things differently, and other money managers don't understand why.
Because our way works great for us.
But not for your clients. That's why we're a fiduciary, obligated to put clients first.
So what do you provide? Cookie cutter portfolios?
Nope. We tailor portfolios to our clients' needs.
But you do sell investments that earn you high commissions, right?
We don't have those.
So what's in it for you?
Our fees are structured so we do better when our clients do better. At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different.
Xavier had a 12-0 run early, led by as many as 13, but Greg McDermott has got his kids settled in. They trail by only 1.
Now, they don't lack for confidence on the offensive end, but they've teed it up at this end as well. Some great coordination.
Defense leads to offense, and the dribble drive leads to an and one. Ben Stanley able to put it off the glass, and Scruggs making his presence known.
Well, that's the key. Scruggs, his ability to bounce, get in that lane. He dominates, can finish, finds people. Terrific leadership.
Stanley, the Hampton transfer, led Hampton in scoring last year. 22 points a game, only got 6 minutes after becoming eligible in that game against Marquette on Sunday. A little more time today. The three-point play puts Xavier back on top by 4.
And there's so much for the zone. Switch back now, Xavier.
Tough shot by Jefferson.
Wow, that little fade.
Hit a 3 early. He's now got 5, 2 for 4 from the field today is Damian Jefferson. Third year at Creighton after transferring from New Mexico.
Automatic switch. Zagorowski now on Carter. Should be able to offensive rebound.
They almost turned it over again. Carter going to try to drive it on Zagorowski. And the rebound for O'Connell.
This is where you get in trouble if you don't get back and identify.
Bluejays for the lead. O'Connell can't knock down the home run. Four minutes to play opening half. Xavier leading Creighton 34-32. A couple of heavyweights in the Big East going at it on a Wednesday afternoon.
And they do that so well, that dribble handoff. Can elevate now.
Scruggs wanted a foul, doesn't get it, and here comes Creighton on the push. Zagorowski coast to coast, tipped up and in by O'Connell.
Took Zagorowski, he got tagged on that, but nice pursuit by O'Connell.
They're letting him play.
You like that, huh?
Scruggs wanted a foul, Zagorowski wanted a foul. Neither get it, and we're tied at 34. Johnson. Oh, it was in and out. It'll stay Xavier basketball, but first, a timeout. We're tied at 34 with 3 and some change remaining in our first half. Alex O'Connell making his presence known. Here in Omaha, Xavier leading, or rather tied with Creighton, 34 apiece. Almost said leading because they've led the entire game, but a nice run here for the Bluejays has us all level again, Bill.
Yeah, they played much better defense. Of course, attacking, we mentioned the ability to put it on the deck and be creative. And some of the foul problems from Xavier have really saddled them and disrupted their flow. Once again, very good inbound plays.
So far today, defended well by the Bluejays. Johnson cannot hit this one from outside the arc, and the Bluejays have a chance for their first lead of the game.
You get Johnson to miss, you are very fortunate.
Jefferson going inside here. Bishop.
You got to take away that right shoulder.
36-34, Creighton on top. 2:30 to play in our first 20-minute set. like what the Blue Jays are doing at the defensive end. That's what's got them back in this game. Nice slip by Stanley, who cannot convert at the rim. Ballock going to be called for the offensive foul.
Yeah, I thought he had him set up there. Not quick enough on that spin move. But Creighton's really done a nice job on ball screens and covering in the back, and this is an easy call. Carter in a great footwork.
That's a gutsy play defensively by Jason Carter, because he's got 2 personal fouls. That would have been his 3rd, but he steps in, takes the charge, and Xavier with the basketball trying to get this thing even one more time.
A little more movement this trip.
Scruggs the drive.
Steps.
Hits the floor, lost it out of bounds. Another Xavier turnover.
I think he felt he got banged again.
Musketeers.
Scouting preparation. He loves to get in that lane and dominate.
Yeah, the Musketeers have not scored in 3 minutes, so they've been on quite a drought here. Mitchell, nice block inside. Carter got Bishop.
Boy, really a great recovery. That's usually an easy deuce for Bishop. Sometimes you commit to that dunk and really you go to the other side of the rim here and have a little layup.
Oh, he kind of lost it on the way up there. Bishop driving and drawing the foul.
Right, too. Now, this is the way they play with him. You can have an open middle. Plenty of guys can put it on the deck. He's terrific at screening and presenting himself.
That foul on Griffin going to be his 2nd. So all the big guys have 2. Griffin has a pair, the same for Carter and Fremantle. Not many free throw shot today by either of these teams. 12 team fouls combined. Bishop missed the first and had both of them roll out.
Kunkel's got to get busy. Great cutter.
Carter, great pass to Griffin.
Well, that's really sensational look, but even a better defensive maneuver. Nice slice. I think he got an easy one. Carter, really a savvy player, unselfish.
It's Antoine Jones.
Solid. Yeah, both ends of the floor.
Yeah, he's been the spark today offensively and now answering the bell at the defensive end as well for Coach Greg McDermott. 5 to shoot. Griffin walked with the ball.
Once again, Carter with a great look.
Carter is not going to take Griffin to dinner. He feels like he cost him an assist or 2 there, Raph.
Listen, they're per diem. They can't afford to take anybody to dinner.
2-point Creighton lead as we go under 1 minute to play here in our opening half. This is Jones.
Really not much ball movement on that trip.
Scruggs nearly turned it over. About a 13-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Carter finds Tandy, who drives baseline and had it swatted away. That's the freshman.
Terrific scramble defensive set by Creighton.
Kalkbrenner got it. 7-footer out of St. Louis. Had 7 games in high school where he blocked at least 10 shots. He can go get it and erase them. Here's Zagorowski, and he missed it badly. How about that?
Yeah, he's struggling just a little bit with that shot. Tried to buy a foul.
2 points today for Zagorowski, who is still looking for his first field goal. Mitchell in for defensive purposes with 4 seconds left.
You mentioned Kalkbrenner with 10. He had one game with 15 blocks in high school.
He must have been playing against guys my size.
Giving it up.
Second foul on Mahoney, but they did have
Nice
fouls
play,
to
though.
give.
Yep.
Not sure that's what you're thinking there as we near the half. You see that a lot at the end of games. 2 seconds for Xavier.
Plenty of time to catch, put it on the deck, and get a shot. You want to force the ball wide if you're Creighton.
Inbounding against the 7-footer. Lob it to the basket. Here's Kunkel. Will not go at the buzzer.
What a great set, though. Terrific look, cross court, an open look. Whew. And that guy, well, you dodge one.
Xavier led by as many as 13 early. Creighton able to come from behind, and they lead at the break. 36-34 our score. Stay tuned for the Jeep halftime report after the break with Mike and Casey on FS1. I'm Adam Alexander. Creighton leading Xavier at halftime, 36-34. The Blue Jays jumped on top 3-0. And then Xavier went on a run triggered by this guy, Nate Johnson.
Oh, but does he have some feel? Gets them organized. Quick release. They usually get it right in the shooting area, the pocket, where he can knock it down. How about Jones, Adam? Pretty impressive, huh?
Antoine Jones has been special off the bench. He leads all scorers with 11. He came in averaging 6.9. He did some damage at the defensive end as well. Here are Jeep halftime stats, and I go right to the shooting numbers. These are two clubs that shoot it better than 50%. Not quite as good today, Raph.
Are you suggesting they're defensive-minded clubs now after one half?
These players did a great job of reading the scouting report.
Well, absolutely, too, because you know one another a little bit. You know, they've got 5 or 6 games under their belt. Xavier, 8 of them, obviously. So the preparation is there, but Jones stepped in. And that's why you practice hard. You listen, you pay attention, you get an opportunity, you seize it.
Scruggs and Freeman all come in averaging well over 30 points a game for Xavier. They combined for 7 in the first 20 minutes. We'll follow them in half number 2. And right on cue, Freeman gets it and had it blocked. Creighton on the run.
He will learn to do it quickly. Terrific look once again by Carter.
Zagorowski looking for his first field goal of the day, and he gets it there. Give him 4 points.
He does keep his head, though. Doesn't take bad shots if he's struggling.
Largest lead of the day for Creighton at 38-34.
Look at this switch inside. Zagorowski, almost like Villanova. Little on big. Got to stay at home on the shooters.
Fremantle creates an opportunity for Carter as the shot clock expires. The senior can't knock it down. Good defense again by the Blue Jays.
They've both done a great job getting back, taking away fast breaks.
Zagorowski way outside. Ring it up.
Mahoney just really smart. So the baseline taken away, little pirouette kick.
He must have seen the halftime stat sheet and said, I got to get it going. He's got the first 5 points of the half, and the Creighton lead is now 7. Johnson cannot answer, and Mahoney clears for Creighton.
Terrific rebounder, this kid.
What I love about it, he can rebound it, and he doesn't need to get it to a guard. He brings it up himself. Ballock from deep. And a timeout.
Pretty good start. You got your backcourt contributing in a solid fashion. Zagorowski playing within himself, making good decisions, not forcing the deal. And why not get a little nylon? The ability with the kiss in downtown Omaha.
Xavier 44-34. Musketeers led by as many as 13 in that first 20-minute set. But the Blue Jays have come out in half number 2 red hot, Raph.
They've been getting good looks, pushing the ball, putting you in a disadvantaged position. It's just not getting set and getting out on shooters. I think they got to take advantage of the ball screen mismatch when Zagorowski ends up on a big and get it inside.
Been a quiet day for Scruggs. Mentioned that. Fremantle now out of the lineup. That's the freshman Jones inside. Oh, nice save by Zagorowski to give it back to the Blue Jays.
Yeah, good hustle, heady play. It's in the genes. Michael Carter-Williams, of course, his brother.
Probably did a few of his games at Syracuse, right?
I did. I didn't wear my good shoes. There's that overload two-man game on the other side.
They play with space, opening the door for the drive.
A nice play again there defensively. Jones that time, Zagorowski got caught up in the air.
Creighton ball out of bounds, 10 seconds to shoot.
Careful of the lob once in a while. Tough shot.
And a fight for it here, and this is going to be a tie-up. And the possession arrow goes to Creighton. I said the shot clock was at 10. They had actually reset it to 20, as they will do here after the tie-up situation.
Interesting with Fremantle out, really not putting his fingerprints on this game. It was such a great ball game last week.
Yeah, 1 for 4 on the day, only 1 rebound, a couple of fouls. Damian Jefferson trying to take advantage inside and cannot finish.
Well, everything but.
Such a crafty player around the rim.
They're going to get Scruggs going, too. Whether it's the pass here or getting in the lane. Nice look to Carter.
Carter went underneath to get the basket. Mahoney driving the other way. And he'll go to the line. Jones going to pick up the personal.
Yeah, I'm afraid with that strength to force the issue. Sort of the Kurt Rambis look with the glasses.
I like the glasses.
Mm-hmm. When I get to your age, I'll probably wear them myself. Not as wide open as I thought. How about you? I thought they'd really be going back and forth.
You know, we came out, and we knew the numbers, right? Both these teams averaging over 80 a game and 1-2 really in the Big East in every key offensive category. In fact, they've combined this year, these two teams, to go over 90 8 times. So I really am like you. I thought we'd have a track meet, no involvement with the shot clock, and instead it's been slowed down a little bit. A controlled game defensively, and a 10-point advantage for Creighton.
And that's what a league does, though. You know one another inside out.
Stanley tried to knock down a 3 and nearly missed everything. Jefferson, acrobatic move, gets it to Zagorowski.
And good communication, too.
Jays on the run. Zagorowski going to fire it. No good this time.
Boy, nice corral there.
They build that fort around the lane and would not let Scruggs penetrate. This time he knifes through and can't finish, but back up and in. Ben Stanley has got the basket.
Well, that drive, everybody addresses the dribble. Don't check out.
Mismatch inside. How about the defense by Jones holding his ground and forcing the turnovers?
So Jefferson is strong. Normally gets a little angle on you, finishes the deal.
Under 16 timeout, 46-38. Creighton leads it in Omaha. 6-38, and if you're just joining us, you wouldn't believe it, because the Blue Jays trailed by 13 in the first half. Then they start making shots, Raph.
Well, spacing is so important. They're not afraid to cross-court passes, skip passes, very unselfish, and it's always in the right spot. And the ability defensively is taken away because you're hugging that three-point shooter, so you dribble, drive, and kick, and a bunch of them.
All 5 of their starters averaging in double figures. And look at the three-point numbers, 37% for Zegarowski. But Jefferson, Ballock, and Mahoney all shoot a bunch of them, and all at more than 40%. They can get it done from outside.
And the other end of that is their good rebound. A nice little defensive maneuver here. Ball screen.
Ballock in the corner. He's had some looks today. 2 for 5. And a foul going to be called on Kalkbrenner, the freshman who just came back into the ball game.
He really did a nice job getting back there, but his balance was off and knocked him on his keister. And this is what you have to do on both these teams, get back, and then the concern is to peel off for the three-point shooter as well. Good to see Fremantle back on the floor.
Well, they had the play to him out of the timeout, went back door, and Mahoney made the great defensive play that you talked about as Adam Kunkel knocks down the jumper.
Just a great play. Well designed and won them beautifully. Little pin down for him. Kunkel.
He's got 5. The transfer from Belmont, so good the last couple of years in the Ohio Valley Conference. A Kentucky kid getting a little bit closer to home. His dad played college football at the University of Kentucky, and it's now a 6-point game, and Creighton turns it over.
A nice front caused the problem.
Scruggs backing down on Zegarowski.
You're looking for the double, and he's going to give it up if he has to.
Second block of the day. Kalkbrenner erased it.
Always in the right spot.
Long and lean and not afraid to bat the leather.
And a baby, too. A few more years. It'll be terrific. Same as Fremantle.
He's been hot and cold, but he's starting to find his way. So is Denzel Mahoney. We were talking about the freshman. It's the senior who connects, and the lead back to 7.
Well, he's got great strength in those legs to elevate that deep.
He's got 10, joining Jones in double figures for Coach Greg McDermott.
Down and through with a pin.
Nifty move inside by Stanley.
Yeah, a little kiss with the southpaw.
Here's Ballock. He just cannot find the stroke.
It's very unusual with him.
7-point lead for Creighton. Make it 5.
And that's that addressing the dribble. You step up, you pay mightily. Soft, feathery delivery.
If they can get Fremantle going, that could be huge for Xavier as they try to come from behind in this second half. Zegarowski couldn't finish on the drive. Nate Johnson on the run for the Musketeers. Nice find by Stanley. And Fremantle starting to get it going.
And that is a tough 10-footer. That's you're in between the long one and the one at the rim.
3-point game, 49-46, 12:50 to play from Omaha, Nebraska.
Alexa, tell Roomba to vacuum in front of the couch.
Experience clean in a whole new way. Now Roomba offers you personalized cleaning suggestions and vacuums exactly where you need it. By getting to know you and your home, Roomba makes cleaning easier than ever before. So say goodbye to cleaning and hello to clean.
Hey Google, tell Roomba to vacuum the dining room table.
Roomba and the iRobot Home app, only from iRobot.
Creighton leading Xavier 49-46, 12:50 to play. And we did have a bit of a discrepancy on the score a moment ago. The monitor, I had the scoring monitor, had it at a 1-point game. It is a 3-point game. Creighton leads 49-46.
In the danger zone with Scruggs starting to play better. Fremantle obviously scoring and doing some damage inside, but addressing Scruggs' dribble drive is essential if you're going to win.
These teams are starting to find a little offensive rhythm. O'Connell into the game. Nice running one-hander right of the key.
He's an athletic kid.
The Duke transfer was set to sit out. Then the waiver came in. Everybody eligible this year, basically a free year. And the transfer from Duke making the best of his opportunity.
Yeah, I applied. I didn't receive it, though.
As did I. Nearly turned over by Xavier, but Tandy runs down the loose ball.
Tough shot.
Kalkbrenner the rebound on the miss. What a pass by Mitchell, but a little too much mustard on the hot dog, and O'Connell can't handle that one. And now we get the under 12 timeout. It's Creighton on top of Xavier. It's been an entertaining second half. O'Connell starting to get it going for the Blue Jays. All that's at 5 o'clock on FS1 tonight. Villanova, Marquette. Later on, DePaul playing for the first time this season. They've had all kinds of issues with COVID. They host Western Illinois. All those games on FS1.
Once again to the rim. They got 5-on-4. He may be hurt too, Adam.
He stayed down. Yeah. We'll see if Creighton can take advantage. Jones, who had 11 in the first half, cannot hit. And off of the offensive rebound, they do stop play on the floor. That's Paul Scruggs who's down, the senior from Indianapolis.
He's so good at going to the rim, either hand. That time the left. I think some body contact at the end. And just there, maybe that swipe on Bishop.
Yeah, I hope, you know, he landed hard on his tail, and you hope his head didn't hit the floor, but he appears to be all right as he walks off under his own power. 29 points on Sunday against Marquette. Big East Player of the Week honors. Struggled a bit today. 5 points, 2 of 5 shooting. He did make his only three-point try. 3 rebounds and 4 assists. Creighton the ball in a 5-point lead.
He was in his zone the other day, Scruggs.
Fun to watch. This guy was in a zone in the first half, but Antoine Jones turns it over here.
A little different approach with Scruggs on the Pines.
And a good save, but unfortunately Carter couldn't corral it. It goes out of bounds. You know, the other thing they fight here, when you've got Scruggs out, DeJuan Odom, the freshman point guard who's been so good. In fact, even though he's a freshman playing limited minutes off the bench, he's 5th in the Big East in assists, but he's unavailable today for Travis Steele because he's in the COVID-19 protocol. So they're a bit shorthanded, are the Musketeers.
And he's a solid player, makes good decisions, 4 assists a game.
4-star recruit out of Georgia. Creighton the ball in the lead. O'Connell driving and draws the foul on Kunkel.
And there's so much damage can be done when you get a piece of the 3-second lane. Nice drive by O'Connell, gave the kick to the wing.
That's the transfer matchup, 5-on-5. O'Connell came to Creighton from Duke, and transferring from Belmont was Adam Kunkel.
Zagorowski getting a little bit of a blow, maybe just to get his head into the game a little bit.
Tandy nearly turned it over, instead draws a foul.
Underneath, I think, might be Mitchell.
That's the first on Sharif Mitchell and the second on Creighton here in the second half. Not a lot of fouls called today. Weren't many in the first half, and only 2 on each team with just over 10 minutes remaining in the game here in half number 2.
Must be the holidays, huh? Referees are being a little more lenient.
They want to get home for the holidays as well. Less whistles in the game today. Carter turned it over. No. He's going to get 3 seconds.
I haven't seen one of those called in a long time.
Usually when you get one of those, it's because the coach is on the sideline reminding them. But Greg McDermott, I think, too far away from the action to get that whistle. Backdoor cut. O'Connell cannot finish on the great pass from Jones.
Both these clubs have that step and go in their repertoire.
They play smart.
Drop step.
Carter lost it out of bounds.
Pretty good deep by Bishop. Good defender.
Carter's played a lot of minutes in the game today. You know, we talk about these two teams and how good they are offensively. The numbers really speak for themselves.
They sure do. They can fill it up. Unselfish, make plays, committed to team.
Both under 40% today, and we're pacing for a game that would finish somewhere in the upper 60s as we get another turnover here, and this time it's Zagorowski.
Yeah, he didn't think he walked. He was trying to jump stop.
It's 5 turnovers on Creighton in the game. I beg your pardon, 8 turnovers on the Blue Jays.
Automatic switch. Fremantle's got size. Use him. Nice duck in, not a good entry.
Ballock with great defense, helping off and knocking it away. And then he steps out of bounds. 3 straight trips with a turnover, and the offensive continuity's kind of gotten away from us here, Ralph.
Yeah, a little sloppy. And not making good decisions, not valuing the basketball.
4 turnovers in 3 minutes is not something you typically say about these clubs, but that's what we've had. Part of that could be for Xavier is that Scruggs is off the floor and unable to handle the rock.
I think Xavier's got to get Fremantle involved a little bit. Makes good decisions.
Bishop on Stanley, and the foul. He's going to the line.
Boy, you know he's going to come over that shoulder. You got to take it away, force him into a counter. Right here, and I just jump on that shoulder. See that angle? Boy, you let him know with your body weight exactly where you are.
And we understand there's been a technical foul called, and I have to assume that's going to be Bishop. Yes, he scored, and then all the kids are doing it, the flex. That'll get you every time. No need for it.
No. Exactly what Greg was telling him. That kid does leave it all out there. Very difficult to get upset at him. Yeah, there's that little woof. And the referee's just trying to stem the tide of an uncomfortable situation.
Johnson makes them both, so it's a 5-point game. Now Bishop goes to the line for the free throw he gets after drawing the contact on the and one. I'll tell you what, I applaud Stanley for looking the other way.
Usually it's a jam where they go after one another. That was just a little baby hook. Not showing anybody up.
Free throw is good. 6-point lead for Creighton. 54-48 with 9 minutes to play in Omaha. Both these teams in the top 25. Xavier trying to stay undefeated. Moved to 9-0. Great slip and drawing the foul is Fremantle.
That's their favorite little play. Just a nice pace by number 32. Pass, look as though you're going to set up a screen, and if you don't hug and tag, you're going to pay for it.
You know, you've talked a lot about getting him going, and I feel like he is a momentum, energy player. We've seen him get it done in spurts so many times. If you get him the ball and get him on a run, that might be the answer for head coach Travis Steele.
He's a little upset with himself, too. You saw the reaction after the missed free throw. And even in the first half when he went out with the 2 fouls, you're too good. Don't beat yourself up.
Averaging 17-7 coming in. He's got 7-2 today to Zach Fremantle, the sophomore out of New Jersey.
Some days it comes a little harder.
Mahoney, Sharif Mitchell on the drive. They're going to wave off the basket. Good bit of officiating there. Definitely came on the drive.
Wow, I thought that was a continuation, though.
You like the continuation there?
Yeah, well, it's not LeBron-ish, but
yeah. It's
I think he was in the move, in the motion.
So now 4 fouls on each team here in the half. Creighton keeps the ball after the personal.
Johnson's done a pretty good job on Zagorowski.
The drive and kick. Jefferson finds nobody home. Stanley on the drive. He returns the favor on the jump hook over Bishop.
Wow, strong maneuver.
Stanley with 9 points off the bench, and now a foul on Fremantle.
Is that number 3?
And on Fremantle, that will be his 3rd foul. First time he's been whistled here in our second half. This one's going to the wire. 74-51 is our score. And you look at the day for the Musketeers. Started out red hot at 4 for 6 on 3. Since that time, things have cooled down.
Well, that's why you got to go inside a little bit. Get Fremantle some touches. He makes great decisions. And also Scruggs getting back in there, hopefully healthy. A little dribble drive and get some easier baskets.
Yeah, Scruggs went down. Scruggs went down a couple of minutes ago, and we were unsure how serious it was, but I think he was popping up. There he is, coming out of the huddle, so that's a good sign, back in the game.
The other Creighton not shooting the ball as well as we're accustomed to, so they're going to have to use the bounce as well. There you go.
Great defense by Fremantle. Ballock from the corner. He just has been ice cold today.
Unaccustomed to that with this kid. He rings the bell with great consistency.
3 at the other end will not go. Fremantle, he cannot finish, but a whistle and a foul, and they're going to get Stanley going for the offensive board.
Yeah, a little push off. Fremantle. Easy one right at the rim.
That's his 3rd personal. Ballock doing a good job to box him out.
Yeah, Fremantle with a nice touch there with both hands. Little shuffle. They've done that little double after the shuffle cut.
That was a nice pass. Zagorowski trying to find Bishop climbing the ladder. They did that in overtime in their win at UConn on Sunday, and here Bishop is able to draw the foul, and he's going back to the free throw line. And more importantly, that's 4 on Fremantle after Stanley just picked up his 3rd personal.
Yeah, that's one of their favorite plays. A little dive to the rim by Bishop. You're right, they jammed it home the other day.
Bishop has struggled at the line, now 1 for 4 from the charity stripe. Got 7 points on the day, 5 rebounds for the junior out of Lee Summit, Missouri. 1 of 2, and the advantage for Creighton back to 4, 55-51 as we close on the 7-minute mark here in Omaha.
Little high-low game, nice little help by Mahoney in the back.
Xavier, 1 of their last 7, and they don't even get a look here. They turn it over.
Just excellent defense, really a great read.
11th time the Musketeers have coughed it up today.
Jefferson, such a smart player.
Look at Bishop, and he knows. Yeah, he knows.
Just going right at him, right at the chest.
The lead back to 6.
There's that switch.
It's going to stay with Xavier. Mahoney, though, not afraid to do the dirty work as he got on the floor.
Great footwork to deny, then front. Little dialogue there, huh? Begging for a call.
Not many fans, which I don't like, but I do like the conversations that you pick up on, and I think the word from the official was, let's just play ball. Jones on the baseline as he tried to save the Carter miss.
Some of the comments you might not like to have your children listen to, you know that.
Occasionally, you have to have in your repertoire as a play-by-play guy in these times. We apologize for the language. Here's a steal. Scruggs takes it away from Zagorowski.
We mentioned he gets over 2 a game.
And he rips it from 3, and it's a 1-possession game with under 6 minutes to play.
Oh, you got to really protect that dribble when he's around.
Mahoney trying to answer, left it short, couldn't get the roll. Xavier a strong start. Will they have a strong finish? Scruggs can't go back-to-back.
Got to peel off, get the three-point shooter.
Left hand not there for Zegarowski. Nice pass inside. They leave it for Fremantle. The sophomore's three. Not this time. What a board by Jones. Here's Scruggs, and they miss again. Huge opportunities for Xavier to tie it up.
Well, that's such a great opportunity. Rebound on the offensive glass, the kick, and fine.
That would have went in on Sunday. Jefferson, drive, kick. And Mahoney unable to connect.
Boy, that is just tough to defend. All the heads turn on the dribble drive. Give a nice, clean look.
Creighton today at 29% from three-point range. And when you look at the numbers for Xavier, 26%. They're 7 of 26. This is a team that came into today having combined to hit 32 threes in their last 2 games, talking about the Xavier Musketeers.
And both clubs are prolific from deep. What do you do when you're not making them is the key to this game now, particularly for the way Creighton's playing.
Fremantle with a fade. You know, they almost look fatigued, Bill.
They could be.
They had that long break in the COVID protocol. Xavier did, missed a couple of games, had them postponed last week. Their first game back was at home on Sunday, that thriller against Marquette. But legs appear a little heavy this afternoon. Trailing by 3, under 4 to go. Johnson scoops one off the window.
Well, if he's got that in his game, the way he shoots, say goodnight.
He's got 12, and it's a 1-point game. 3:41 remaining at the CHI Health Center. Scruggs trying to lead Xavier back on the road. Their unbeaten record is on the line. He needs some more plays like this down the stretch. Long way to go here. Creighton leading the Musketeers of Xavier 57-56 in what's been a back-and-forth affair. And we anticipate this game is going to be close. This is the 33rd meeting. Creighton leading the all-time series 17-15, but you see many decided by 5 points or less, including 7 of the last 11. I think we got another tight one here today, Raph.
Yeah, and Adam, I think it's the point guards, you know, Scruggs. Zegarowski has been struggling. They got to get, well, once he gets back in, obviously, but they can make decisions, get their club good shots.
It is time for the playmakers to shine. Ballock, the senior, struggled today offensively. And just as I say it, he misses one off the front iron.
They got a foul. Want to reach in?
I think they just called it out of bounds. Yeah. So they're going to get off of Jones. Kunkel pulled down the board.
Gotta go with that call.
Zegarowski back in for Creighton as we head toward 3 minutes to play.
And watch out for Kunkel, too. Anybody turns heads, this kid is very busy. Go off the basketball.
And as we said earlier, playing with no fear after hitting that game winner on Sunday.
The adulation, hold it back home.
Johnson can't get it to go. It stays a 3-point game. Creighton trying to finish at home. Already one home loss in the conference for the Bluejays. Went down to Marquette. Nice pass to Mahoney, who finishes and will head to the line. What a pass by Bishop.
What a nice little play with the turning of his back, too, to free up. The dive by Mahoney. That's right here. That turn caused Carter to go deeper on the floor. A little finish and an opportunity for 3.
You know, it's
a little shimmy.
It's football season. I like the shuffle pass to get the big guy the drive to the lane and the basket. And that's going to be number 5 on Fremantle, who is now fouled out, scoring 6 points in the game.
This kid's going to be a terrific player. Just don't be tough on yourself. Some days it doesn't come as easy.
Well, you got to give a lot of credit to the interior players defensively for Creighton, who have really bottled him up today and made him earn every step.
And they make him move around quite a bit, too. I mean, he's accustomed to guarding low in the box area. They're a very active, wide-open team.
Mahoney, the leading scorer for Creighton, he leads him today with 13. Last year's 6th man of the year in the Big East, answering the bell this year as a starter. 4-point lead.
Nice job by Mahoney.
Long shot, no good. Rebound out on the floor. Look at Kunkel on the drive. The reverse is good. Special play by Adam Kunkel.
How about that? I mean, the reach to use the rim to ward off.
Creighton trying to finish the job. Little crossover here for Ballack. Zagorowski the drive and draws the foul.
Carter just couldn't stay up with him. The ability to turn the corner. Zagorowski's wonderful keeping his dribble alive and being creative or finishing on his own.
2-point game here. Zagorowski, who has not had it today offensively, able to knock one down from the free throw line. He's now 3 for 3 on the afternoon. Comes in shooting them at 75% on the season.
You need your point guard to drill him, particularly late in the game, gets these opportunities.
1 of 2. Stays a 1-possession game. 1:45 on the clock.
Mahoney taking Scruggs, too.
Scruggs able to draw the foul. For Mahoney, that will be his 3rd, but only 5 as a team for Creighton, so no free throws here for the Musketeers, and a timeout has been called. Give me a little game plan on both sides of the ball. What are you doing if you're Travis Steele? What are you doing if you're Greg McDermott?
I've got to put the ball in Scruggs' hands, no question about it. Without Fremantle and low post, and everybody do their job with the pin downs, Kunkel coming off screens, or finishing on your own. And his ability to go either way. That time he went left on Mahoney. Such a valuable asset.
A lot on the line today. You know, we talk about Creighton. They don't want to lose for a second time in conference play this early in the season. For Xavier, trying to stay perfect, 8-0, and they got there on Sunday on that last-second shot from Adam Kunkel, who knocked it home from 25 to beat Marquette.
And of course, on the other end, the dribble drive by Zagorowski. Ballack can elevate. Kunkel has been on him, so you got that opportunity to drill one.
Johnson, another guy that can shoot it. Hands it off to Scruggs here. 15 to shoot. Scruggs backing down Mahoney. Nice pass to Carter. Jump hook, no good. And the rebound to Jones on the floor. Zagorowski shuffles it up to Ballack in a foul.
Okay. Yeah, give away.
That is just great effort.
I don't know why he did foul on that particular play there. Now, this is a battle. This is how important this rebound is.
And I said it was Zagorowski. That was Bishop down there fighting for it.
And the giveaway. And this kid can drill him, too.
You know, the one thing you always get with these two clubs, they play hard, they're scrappy, and you saw it there from Christian Bishop when he hit the floor. And Ballack, who's a great shooter, not so much from the charity stripe.
57, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, 4 of 7 on the year, now 4 of 8. One of 2.
Once again, the opportunity of Scruggs to do some damage. I think he's better at the top versus the side there where he tried to back people down, particularly Mahoney. He's physically imposing defensively.
Creighton by 4. And here's Kunkel.
A pop gag.
Left it short, and Zagorowski.
They're going to check this.
Yeah, you got to review it, right?
From my seat, I think they had the wrong call, but I'm a little distant, as they would say.
Yeah, I thought Colby Jones, who was there for Xavier, had it go off his hands. Zagorowski certainly thought so, but Zagorowski plays for Creighton, so he undoubtedly believes that Xavier was the last to touch it.
Now, plenty of time. If it happens to be Xavier's ball, they can get a good shot. They don't have to rush anything, be solid.
114 is an eternity in a college basketball game.
I thought maybe the last touch.
You know, there it almost looked like Jones had that right hand back, and maybe Zagorowski got it over the top.
You might be right.
This might stay Xavier.
Yeah, we've gotten a finger on it.
Great job by our production folks and zooming in, getting a look at that. Producer Greg Kakele. Director Victor Gonzalez doing an outstanding job working during the holiday season.
And you got the good call there. Uncle's really not afraid of the moment, is he?
Oh, not at all. And he wasn't sure he was going to be eligible, gets the waiver, and only his third game, hits that big shot to beat Marquette, and hadn't been able to get it going today, but he's going to be a valuable asset for Travis Steele as we go throughout the Big East. You saw the numbers there. Neither team great offensively this afternoon.
Boy, low scoring, not as advertised.
I said earlier, we were pacing for the upper 60s. I don't think we're going to get there, and I thought, you know, for sure they had ruled that it was going to be Xavier basketball, but maybe not.
I think it might be the clock they're working at.
There you go.
Did it hit the rim? I think it did hit the rim. Yeah, there's, well. They got the net. I don't know if it got the rim.
So you got a lot to look at here. Number one, whose ball is it? Number two, did it graze the rim? Should we reset the shot clock? And then finally, where are we at with the clock situation when the ball went out of bounds? As of now, 1:14 to play. It appears it's going to be Xavier basketball with a fresh 30 on the shot clock, maybe. And
it did look like it hit the rim and went a different direction.
And they're going to reset the shot clock to 20 after the miss. Not, you don't get a full 30 on the miss. He'll get a 20 seconds, and now they've reset the shot clock. This just the start of a great day of Big East basketball. Up next, Georgetown, Seton Hall. Villanova, Marquette at 7 tonight. That'll be a good one on FS1. And DePaul opens up their season playing for the first time as they host Western Illinois in a non-conference tilt.
Yeah, I don't understand the hold-up now.
Well, they know what game is next. They're just trying to take us to the top of the hour here, Raph.
I'm sure they have that in mind.
And now we understand that Bishop had some blood on his hand, so he had to get some tape. Hopefully we've got that taken care of and we can play on. Saw John Higgins there flash through the screen, and they're going back to the monitor.
When Creighton gets the ball, you look for a lot of screening, particularly by number 13. He's wonderful at slipping. They lob to him. Very active. They're still checking us.
There's John Higgins, and you see him signaling 20. And so they have freshened up and reset the shot clock after the miss to 20 seconds. Big possession here. 1:14 to go. Creighton leading by 4. Xavier ball.
Cross screen. A little fade.
Johnson will shoot it. And this time it won't go. Bishop with a great rebound.
Big time snatch.
1 minute to go in Omaha. Blue Jays trying to hang on at home. 1,700 fans here. The first time we've had fans this season. 10% capacity, and they're hoping to see a Blue Jays victory.
There's that middle ball screen.
Shot clock under 10. Zagorowski pulls up from the elbow. He can't get it. Kunkel the rebound. Xavier needs to go quick, trailing by 4.
Mahoney with a good job containing.
And a foul on Mahoney. That actually it's going to be Sharif Mitchell, I think, that gets it here.
Yeah.
Yep. Going to be Mitchell who picks up the personal foul.
And Mahoney had him earlier.
Yeah. Yep.
And he knew he could take advantage with the size here. He loves that little drop step. Great footwork.
And that's only 16 fouls, so they still had a foul to give. So no 1-and-1 here for Xavier. Carter a 3 to make it a 1-point game. He can't get it to go. Zagorowski fights for the rebound, and he draws the foul with 16.5 seconds to play and a 4-point Creighton lead.
Oh, they couldn't got a better look, could they? Carter with the opportunity, the big rebound. Zagorowski, not the tallest guy on the floor, but great pursuit.
You know, when you're an offensive player that can't get it going from the field, you've got to do the other things. That rebound, huge for Zagorowski. Now 4 or 5 from the free throw line today.
I'm big at pushing the ball now, Xavier. Go for the 2. You might get a 3 because they overreact. But just extend this game. You missed the 3, the game's over.
6-point game. Here comes Scruggs.
Just go right to the rim.
They leave him open top of the key, and it's good. Timeout Xavier with 9 seconds to play and a 1-possession game, 64-61.
How about that? Onions on this guy.
We know that Xavier loves drama. We saw it against Marquette, and once again, they're trying to deliver late. This time it's Scruggs who pulls up and keeps his team in contention.
Well, he goes under that little brush screen and pays mightily. Ballack is not on the floor. He's the one shooting the least percentage in terms of thinking about giving one.
How about that? The guy that's made over 250 threes in his career taken out late because he's not great from the free throw line. And we talk about the late drama for Xavier. This is how it went down on Sunday against Marquette. Adam Kunkel, the step back from 25. I love the celebration, Raph.
Oh, my goodness. I was laughing every time they put this. Freeman, I thought, was going to pull his shoulders apart. But just great youthful exuberance. And why not? Welcome to Cincy, Mr. Kunkel.
Musketeers trying to stay undefeated. They had one road game this year, but it was a bus ride across town to take on rival Cincinnati, a game they won.
That is an away game, though.
Yeah.
That is a rivalry.
Traveling to Omaha, the first time they've needed to get on an airplane, and they've looked a little heavy in the legs today, but still a chance. Jefferson gets it into Jones. No foul called. He turns it over. Here's Kunkel for the tie. It won't go down. Rebound to Jones, and he's fouled with under a second to play. I thought we were going to have another Kunkel moment.
Wow. Just bad execution on the inbounds by Creighton. And very fortunate to even get it in. And he relish in the moment. Scruggs is saying, well, you did it once. That's enough. Right here, very lucky. Clean opportunity. That's an easier shot for him than the one on the weekend.
And that should do it. Although we did have a 4-point play late in that Marquette-Xavier game on Sunday, but Jones calmly knocks down the free throw, his first point of the second half. He led the way in half number 1. He hits them both, and that is going to do it. Creighton will win 66-61 is the final. Greg McDermott and his team now 7-2, 3-1 in conference play. First loss of the year for Travis Steele and Xavier. 66-61, Creighton wins over Xavier. Now part 2 of our big battle today. Here's Joe Davis.